Hey, how are you doing? I'm curious. Why yoga? Why do you come to yoga? Everyone starts for a different reason. I'm curious to know, why did you start? Are you diligent about your practice also? Is it something that you do regularly? I'm really curious. Because there's all different reasons why people come. In the beginning, it wasn't, the most, let's say, appreciated practice. And I mean, at first it was, then it wasn't. It depends on political stuff and all that. This is like history. I'm not very good with this history, so I'm not going to talk about it much. But nowadays, the reason people come is all different kinds of stuff. And I'm just thinking, you know, yoga gets a bad rap in some circles and all of that. So first of all, the bad rap thing. Yoga can be expensive. Yoga clothing can be expensive, especially now where people seem to be pushing the limits on cost, which is fine. Okay, I get that. It's just like the arts. The arts used to be kind of limited in a spectrum of being able to afford to take an art class and also then to be able to buy the supplies. But the thing is that everybody has a body and everybody can move. So everybody can technically do yoga. And and I mean yoga asana. That's the other thing, is that the way yoga itself is being packaged for us, for the general population, is very shape based. It's very asana based. But this is only one portion of the whole yoga situation. And because it seems to weigh on that, we ended up in a lot of extremes. And these extremes are the extreme deep poses and the repeats, and there's just certain things that our modern bodies don't necessarily, doesn't really work that well with our modern system, right? Things are starting to become updated, but in the update, people are talking poorly about the history, or what they have as the history, or maybe older poses, or maybe pushy poses, whatever it is that you want to think about. And you have to take into consideration that they are talking about the extremes. The deepest pose, pushing into the pose, having it to look a particular way because of a picture you saw. These things all create a perception of what yoga is supposed to be like, supposedly. And it is definitely not. Oh, look at that. There's a crane. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. This egret is landing on the grass right in front of me. Anyhow, what I'm getting at is, if you don't take the practice to an extreme, there is a sustainability factor that comes up. And this is something that I try to weigh on when I teach. I feel like it's really important for me to get that out there. Now, that is only part of why I started to record this video. I started to record this video also because I want to acknowledge that there's many reasons why you might come to a yoga class. You might need time away from your family. You might need time away from life just in general, which is fantastic. This is a really good way to spend your time when you need time away. You also might be coming to class because you want to have a better looking body, stuff like that. The byproducts of a regular yoga practice. Here's the thing. This is a byproduct of a regular practice. You need to have a schedule in order for that whole fitness thing to be a byproduct. That's one thing. The other thing is time away is fantastic. This is one way that I would love people to view a public yoga class. It's a respectful way to give your system a little break. And you don't have to go far to do it. There are other people that will silently support you there. This is why I like the public class. I love teaching in a yoga studio, okay? But it is hard to really develop a deeper practice, and I don't mean physically deeper. I mean getting to know the full gamut of what can happen with a great yoga practice, which would be more of a sustainable life practice. And this is why I'm starting to create my one-on-one series. And it's in the works right now. I just started putting it together. I mean, I've been putting it together for a while, but now it's coming to fruition. If you're interested in that and you've listened this far, you might be interested. So send an email back. If you're already on my email list, which you probably are, but you might see this on YouTube, you need to be on my email list, and I will be sending out a questionnaire kind of thing. We'll probably do a call to see if we are a good match. Outside of that, just think about what things in your life that you can kind of soften your view on. Because over the next few days, we're going to be shown a lot of things that will inspire us, that will help us in our life. And if we have a softer view, we'll be able to tap into that. This is one way I look at it. I don't want to go too long on this because this is kind of a whim video, but it is for my email list. Although you might be a YouTuber. Thanks for joining me today. And yeah, bye. Thank you.